presenter has a world of updates, an amazing team, so much energy, so much excitement. Mr. Michael Valdes, the president of eXp Global, has been on fire. Michael, we are grateful. Want to welcome you up here to the stage.
Curtis, thank you so very much. I say that Curtis is my brother from another mother. I am so excited to be here with all of you. Jim, thank you for your friendship. I'm so excited to collaborate with you on commercial. And really, Jason, you're an incredible leader. You're the reason that I got here. And thank you for everything that you've done, the leadership that we've done. You know, when I was here and I was just listening to everything, I heard all of you. And we didn't even need to say good morning anymore, because now we're saying good afternoon and good evening, because we're all over the globe. Look at these flags that are above us. These flags, all of the international countries that were represented. It is incredible. We are thus far, obviously, as you know, in the US, in the UK, in Australia, as of less than a month ago, in South Africa. Now, to be really exciting, we are going to be in India on Monday. How incredible is that? And then we're going to be in Mexico before the end of the month. We've got Portugal and we've got France all before the end of the year. Now, I'm going to share a little video with you to get you in the mood of all of this global excitement. As Curtis had said earlier, if you are watching us from outside of North America, on the upper right-hand corner of eXp World, you will see a little symbol that looks like a calendar with a star on it. That is the live stream symbol. Please click on that now, only if you are outside of North America. And once the video is over, you're going to hit close and you'll come back to me. So if we can hit that video, please.
Hi, this is Deborah Kleiman. I am the Canadian Director of Brokerage Operations, and I just wanted to say welcome to eXp 2020. This is my third eXpCon, and each one just keeps getting bigger and better than ever. Have a great time, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. Come visit the Canadian booth or come to our speed dating. It's going to be really great for referrals. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bonjour. Je suis Samuel Co et je suis le directeur de eXp Global France. Depuis plus de 20 ans dans l'immobilier neuf et ancien, j'ai travaillé pour des marques comme Coldwell Banker, Kaufman & Broad. J'ai aujourd'hui rejoint la grande famille eXp et je suis ravi de participer à son développement international et surtout son développement en France. Bienvenue à eXpCon 2020. Vive eXp et vive la France.
It's eXpCon 2020. Wamukele, which means a very warm welcome. My name's Andrew Thompson, broker of record for South Africa, and it's wonderful to be here at eXpCon.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूं शशांक वशिष्ठ, ब्रोकर ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स eXp इंडिया eXpCon 2020 में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है.
Stephen Lee here, proud and honoured to be International Expansion Leader eXp Australia. Welcome to eXpCon 2020.
Olá, meu nome é Guilherme Grossman, eu sou o Managing Broker da eXp Realty em Portugal. Sou natural do Rio de Janeiro, Brasil, e vivo há mais de 30 anos em Portugal, sempre atuando na área imobiliária. Gostaria de dar as boas-vindas a todos ao eXpCon 2020 e convidá-los a todos a conhecer Portugal, onde temos excelentes oportunidades de investimento. Estamos à vossa espera.
Hi, my name is Adam Day and I am the country leader for eXp in the United Kingdom. Welcome to eXpCon 2020.
Hola, soy Ismael González de eXp México y bienvenido a eXpCon 2020.
Those of you outside of North America, just click on the close button and you're back with me. How amazing was that? How amazing was the fact that we had French, Hindi, Spanish, Portuguese, even Afrikaans. We are a global company. You know, Jason was just talking earlier about Gene Frederick being a guest on my podcast last week and saying, you have to believe you're changing the world. And that is exactly what we are doing. We are changing the world. You know, my team and I are going to be talking to you about different concepts that we have here. We did a play on our words, of course. We're going to explore the world. We're going to have the expertise through our global operations. We're going to expound with really our finance team, expand with marketing, and bring it all together for incredible exponential growth. And, you know, when the only objective that I have and what we have as a team is to create the premier global real estate company in the world. That's all we're doing. We're going to create the premier global real estate company in the world. It is something that I believe in the core of my being. It's something that is happening. It's something that we're doing already. Nobody can open up 5 countries within 6 months without ever getting on a plane. No one can do that, only us. This is incredible what we're doing as a family, what we're doing together. This is just extraordinary. I'm going to share with you some of the highlights that we've had. We have, as I said, opened South Africa less than a month ago. India on Monday. Monday we'll be open in India. By the way, don't say that to anybody yet. We'll wait for the press release. Monday, we're open in India. We've got Mexico open before the end of the month, and Portugal and France opening in December. We've added 6 headcount to our international corporate staff. I'm going to introduce everyone in slides shortly. We've added 15 people to our global staff to support our country openings. We have a third-party technology company that we've used to help us speed up what we've been doing here. We've dealt with 7 international law firms, and we have global relationships now with banks, accounting companies, and insurance providers. There's a lot that goes into this. It's amazing what we're doing. And so the methodology that we're using is really build on what the success has been on the domestic growth. We're one of the fastest growing real estate companies in North America. You're going to hear the numbers shortly from Jeff. It is amazing what we've done. We've just reported earnings today. Nobody has those numbers. It is just extraordinary what all of you in this room and around the world have been a part of and what we're continuing to build on. So we need to build on what that story has been. We're going to target countries that will be strategically part of our story of what we're doing. I'm going to do a little analysis on the 5 countries that we're opening this year. And so the idea is to target those countries that help tell our story. And then we're going to engage. We're going to engage with the early adopters and influencers in country. We're engaging with the 38,000 ambassadors that we have in this forum. You're the best ones to get this story out there. We are continuing this story, and this story is a strong story to tell. So let's talk about that analysis of what we had with these 5 countries. And so we really have, think about this on the next slide, please. We have on the new country rollout that we've done, the collective population of these 5 countries, of South Africa, India, Mexico, Portugal, and France, is 1.6 billion people. The collective GDP is $7.3 trillion. And the collective agent pool is just over 3 million people. Now, you just think of that as we keep growing our family, as you grow your business, as you grow this story, have 3 million new friends to talk to about this. This is really an exciting time. We've increased our international agent count by 30% in the last 6 months, and we are growing even quicker. So this is what we have projected for our international agent count moving forward. So by the end of this year, we will be at 10% of domestic agent count. And by the end of next year, we'll be at 25% of the domestic agent count. And, you know, and my dear brother, Dave Kennard, and I are always running neck and neck and always laughing about this, but we'll be at par by 2022 is our projection. And then in 2023, I'm going to stop chasing Dave and Dave will come chase me. I love it in the chat box. I love you, brother. We'll see how that all goes, but I love it. It's all what we're going to do to grow this. So let me introduce you to the team. We have on my team, we've got the incredible Megan Kelly, who's a director of global operations. She's going to join me right after me as part of this presentation. Celia Cravens is the most amazing person with tech. She runs this amazing team of 30 people, runs it amazingly well. I have no idea how she does this, but she is incredible. Allison Clark, you'll hear from as well. She's our director of international finance. Brent Beavers just joined us as our manager of global growth. He's probably the one that's been at EXP the longest, and he brings in a lot of information and a lot of great insight. Chelsea Copenhaver is going to be our director of marketing. You'll hear from her as well as part of this presentation. And Gretchen Paulson is just amazing, that is able to keep my life in order because it is hard to sort of do all of this around the world. Let's move to South Africa. And we have Andrew Thompson in South Africa, who is our managing broker there. Mark Luker is our manager of finance. Amanda Ray with administrative support. Robin Nell, onboarding specialist. Juliette Zuniga, who has been amazing in all of her hard work, came over to us from the Canada team as our onboarding specialist. Zayan and Nairi are both our transaction specialists. That is your South Africa team. On the India side, we have Shashank Bashishta, who is our managing broker there. And as I said, we're opening up on Monday. Dipali is our administrative support coordinator there. Samaya does our onboarding, and Mansi has been terrific with our finance and getting everything sorted and onboarded. Mexico will be the next one that we're opening in the end of November. A lot of excitement around Mexico. We have Ismael Gonzalez, who is leading our operations there. Ismael was actually the country manager for Keller Williams. So we are so incredibly lucky to have him with us. And Carlos Sanchez is joining as our transaction specialist. In Portugal, we have Guilherme Grossman as our managing broker, and Ernest Furtado, who many of you know from the eXp family, has recently moved to Portugal with his family. And so he has joined our operations there. And then finally in France, we have Samuel Cox, that is our designated managing broker. And another person who many of you may know is Audrey Mevelek. And she has also relocated from the States back to the south of France. And so she will be joining our operations there. And so this is really, really exciting as to what we have going on. And so just to let you know and wrap up my section of this, as I bring my team on, we have our 2021 goals. We will have double-digit country expansion next year. You know, Jason sort of alluded to my not slowing down. I don't know how to. This story is just too great to tell. And so we will have double-digit country expansion. We're going to have regional team rollouts. So we're going to have a lot of our support team in country. We're going to consolidate a lot of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to have an EMEA team, which will be Europe, Middle East, India, and Africa. We will have an APAC team, which will be Asia Pacific, including Australia and New Zealand and other areas. And we'll have a CALA team, which will be Caribbean, Latin America, South America, including Mexico. That's what we're going to be focused on there. 2021 goals, as I said, would be about 25,000 international agents. We're going to have an eXp global website and an eXp referral program. My team will be covering that in the rest of this presentation, so I will leave that to them. And with that, it is my great honor to bring to the stage someone who I've known for many, many years. We worked together at our former firm. She is such an incredible spirit, a good friend. I want to introduce Megan Kelly, who's our Director of Global Operations at eXp Global. Megan, over to you.
Hello, everyone. I just responded to somebody in the chat because they mentioned Ireland, and being Megan Kelly, I would love to go into Ireland. Just saying. So thank you very much, Michael. I can't thank you enough for all of your support and guidance. Since I joined about 3 months ago, I have never been happier in my career, and I have felt support from every angle, and this company is just truly amazing to me. So as you can see, we have a few things to do. We began by looking at what we needed to accomplish this growth from an operational perspective. The main items we looked at were coordination, integration, and capitalization. We needed to look at the agent experience, integrate our teams for global, and make sure we were building a competitive business model in each country to support the new agents and give you all the ability to easily show the benefit of eXp. So one of the first things to focus on was to integrate our efforts with all of the existing teams. There are so many moving parts when working in operations that you need the experts and their experience from every department in order to be successful. Michael spoke about the team, and as you saw, we have several people that we can learn from that have been here a while. Plus, we had the opportunity to bring in some new people that have an outsider's point of view of working internationally. We have dedicated insights from technology, HR, legal, marketing, accounting, finance, university, world, onboarding, and more that I'm sure I am forgetting because there's so many people here that have been part of this effort. But the only way to pull something like this off is to have those experts in place and an overall vision of what can happen when those people come together. The next piece we focused on was the coordination. There are so many elements to being a global operation, so we really needed to organize and buttoned up. Go look at what the global organization structure will need to be in order to support these countries. And this includes not only here at the company level, but also the teams within each of the countries themselves. Real estate, as we all know, is so local, and we need to make sure the agents that join us in these countries are getting that support and expertise with an understanding of that real estate market and their local customs. It's a key part of being successful in international business. We met with each department and brokers in country to review what was needed in order to launch successfully and on time in each area. We took that information and we established a process and dependency list to track our efforts in a tool called Asana. There are over 50 milestone items to check off on each country's list, if that gives you any insight into how much work goes into opening just one country. Not to mention, no one country is alike. In one, we may need to have the entity set up before we can establish a bank account. One could have no license requirements to sell real estate and things of that nature. So we need to account for each of those local customs and laws and learn them. So the to-do lists are constantly evolving to meet the needs of the countries we're focused on. Then with technology, we were lucky enough to start working with a team that has taken on the enormous job to provide a CRM and consumer website for each of our locations and tie that into our existing tools for system access, rev share, and equity. We have worked side by side with that team, building our CRM to create an individual instance of the tool for each country. This is to ensure that each one has their local vernacular available. I've learned over the years, the smallest thing that makes a tool or system feel like it wasn't built for an agent or their client local needs can be a huge turnoff. So the business of selling real estate being local, we really need to support that. We're in the process of determining the global website that will house all of our listings and agents around the world in one spot. Chelsea is going to go into that a little bit more, but this will help our agents secure listings and show truly our global reach and network that we have as eXp. We're also looking at platforms to support a digital referral network that can track referrals to your colleagues around the world. There's another project underway to support cross-border revenue share, giving you the ability to be a sponsor to an agent in any country in the world and continue to build your own revenue share business. We also looked at onboarding. Onboarding for me is one of the most important aspects of operations and opening. One of the key items of retaining agents long-term is making sure that they feel supported and know how to take advantage of the value of our brokerage. Retention rates of agents that are onboarded successfully are much higher than those that are not. To support onboarding, beyond the signing of an ICA, we created the Agent Hub online for each of the countries we're going into. The Agent Hub provides a one-stop shop for agents to access their tools like the CRM, World, University, Workplace, marketing, local forms, and paperwork needed to support their business. We also need to provide these items in their local language. So being in other countries requires the ability to speak in their terms and vernacular for real estate, but we also need to provide support in their spoken language. So we've recently finalized a contract with a company that will take all of our materials, our websites, trainings, and translate them into the local language. But the cool part about this company is they use translators in the country we're going into, so that person translating truly understands the language. Because while things like Google Translate can be helpful, they don't necessarily consider nuance. So to begin with, we'll start translating everything into Spanish, French, and Portuguese. In eXp World, we've created a place for each country to have their own home, to host meetings, conduct trainings, have office hours, and provide a place for up-to-date information available for agents. South Africa is already taking full advantage of eXp World. They would welcome you if you wanted to go visit during their office hours and say hi to the broker. But all of this cannot be successful without our brand, agents, and influencers. Thing I love about eXp is that this entire room can directly benefit on the opportunity in front of us. Our brokerage's growth model and support of our agents' financial success is unmatched. With our model, we're able to compete in countries that have never seen a brokerage that allow every agent to be part of the success of the company by owning a piece of it for themselves. The revenue share model is almost non-existent outside the US as we are providing it, and we're giving agents in other countries the opportunity for financial stability and success. Our own agents are our voice, and I cannot tell you how many people have reached out to me directly with contacts in the countries we're going into and countries we haven't even announced yet. But they're ready to bring in friends, family, colleagues to the eXp Global Network, and it's super exciting. We're also lucky to have our influencers, the people in our community here that are out there showing agents what eXp can do for their business and how to optimize and capitalize on the model and the network. So overall, my first 3 months have been the most personally satisfying in my career. Between the amazing people I get to work with, the leadership that I admire so much, and satisfaction of knowing I am helping to build something that will create opportunities for people to succeed, I can't begin to explain my gratitude to everyone here for letting me be a part of this. I'm getting a little choked up, sorry. So thank you. And now I'm going to bring my colleague Allison Clark up, Director of Global Finance and Growth, to give you a peek inside what it takes from a financial perspective to get these countries and agents ready. Thank you.
Thank you for that introduction, Megan, and hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you today. As Megan said, my name is Allison Clark, and I'm the Director of International Finance and Growth. I'm actually an old-timer here at eXp. I came on board in March of 2017, so I'll be coming up on my 4-year anniversary here in a few months. I just recently jumped to the international organization where I'm heading and building out the finance organization here on the international side. The first thing I'd like to talk about is what goes into entering a new country from a finance perspective. In order to get up and running, there are 3 main deliverables which we have to meet. First is banking. We have to source a bank that allows us to adhere to the specific real estate requirements in each country. The bank also has to be financially sound and secure, with technology allowing us to integrate with multiple platforms. Next, we need to find a company that provides payment processing. Just like in our existing countries, agents in new countries pay both a join fee and a monthly cloud brokerage fee. We have to choose a partner to take these fees. Some key features we need include allowing for recurring billing in local currency, and again, integration with our other platforms, such as our join app and our local bank. Finally, we need an outsourced accounting firm. I know, accounting is everybody's favorite subject to talk about. In our new markets, all back-end accounting is done by an outsourced accounting firm. This not only saves us from having to source and hire local resources, but it ensures we are working with accountants who are trained and experienced with both local and US GAAP accounting regulations. Next slide, please. Thank you. Now, as you can imagine, as word gets out that we are launching into a new country, we get a lot of interest from local brokerages. A big part of my role is doing financial modeling for these brokerages. This modeling is intended to examine a brokerage's current financial performance and see what it would look like under eXp's cloud-based model. There are 2 parts of this modeling, the first of which is revenue. The obvious benefit of our model is we offer extremely attractive splits and caps. In many countries where we are launching, 50-50 is a very typical split, and caps rarely exist. We also offer multiple streams of revenue to agents, including stock opportunities and revenue share, both of which are not common in these new markets. Second benefit of eXp's model is the cost savings associated with the cloud-based brokerage. The biggest savings for these brokerages is usually not needing a physical office, along with a significant reduction or even elimination of legal and accounting fees and personnel. eXp allows brokerage owners to focus on selling real estate and expanding their revenue share group without having to worry about running the back end of a business. And with that, I would like to introduce Chelsea Copenhaver, who will be speaking to you about international marketing.
Thank you, Allison, and hello, everyone. I'm eXp's new International Marketing Director. I've just joined a couple weeks ago, and I'm loving every minute of life at eXp so far. This is just an incredible company, and eXp is doing amazing things on a global scale. It's so exciting to be a part of it. I'm currently focusing on all of our upcoming country launches and making sure that those are a success from a marketing and communications standpoint. Going global, as we've heard, is a complicated process with a lot of moving pieces. Throughout all of these, we have to think about both globalization and localization. Globalization is an all-encompassing concept that refers to the many processes needed to operate and launch products globally, while localization is the process of adapting our product and all of our content to the needs of a specific market. With localization, our content needs to meet that country's cultural norms and talk straight to the target market. So to globalize, we're building upon the agent-centric product and value proposition that we already have developed so successfully with eXp. We build upon the success of our US expansion and growth. Global brand is key to globalization, and then we have our global website, our technology, our international community, cross-border revenue opportunities, and training that all help to create a scalable model that can be rolled out on an international level very rapidly, as we're doing. But to be successful, we also have to localize in each market. In the age of personalization, this is now more important than ever. As we go into each country, we put tremendous effort into learning about that particular market. In each country, we have to position our brand and adapt our messaging, maximizing market relevancy and competitive distinctiveness. Value proposition will be slightly different in every market we enter. To accomplish this, we segment our target markets regionally, we translate and adapt all of our assets, and form on-the-ground partnerships and resources that are essential throughout the process of localization. Global content marketing, we're adapting, translating, and creating original content across all platforms in each country. We also localize the marketing mix and create a customized strategy from there. Overall, from a marketing perspective, our aim is to effectively harness both localization and globalization to create a highly scalable model, one that can easily be adopted across markets. So with that in mind, our marketing goals for 2021 will align closely with the overall goals of our international expansion. Brand awareness in these new markets around our launches, supporting agent attraction in each of our countries, and as we move past the launch phase in each, ensuring we continue to retain our agents. Last, we're excited to be working on a global website for eXp, which will house all of our agents and listings around the globe. It will be powered by innovative technology and available in various languages and currencies, connecting our agents to even more opportunities around the globe. Michael, back to you.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Allison. This is an incredible team that I am so honored to work with every day as we continue these projects. And so it's the idea that we are exploring. I have our expertise. We expound, we expand, and we do this all for exponential growth. Thank you so much for taking the time and listening to what we are doing. Thank you all. Enjoy eXpCon 2020.